Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel Books with Nate. And today I have a video for you that I probably should have made 7 months ago, but here we are. I saw Laura over at Fantasy Awash make the same video quite some time after she's had a channel, so I figured why not do it myself? So this is the Booktube Newbie tag. Like I said, should have done this a while ago, but here we are. I'm just going to go through kind of a series of questions just to kind of get to know me more, for you to get to know me more, and also just kind of see, what I'm about pretty much. So without further ado, let's get into it. So question number one is, why did I start this channel? So quite a while ago, not a while ago, back in like 2020, I started 2021, I started a blog after reading The Name of the Wind. This is kind of just after I got into fantasy. And then I started a Bookstagram to kind of promote the blog, but then I got more into Bookstagram just to kind of, I liked the idea of sort of writing out my thoughts on a book. And then, got into Bookstagram and moved away from the blog. And then I, just this year worked up the courage to start a YouTube channel. And, I wanted to be able to make more kind of long form content in a video format that isn't written out, because then I'm usually like nitpicking my words and I view it a bit more as a chore than this. So I just wanted to start the channel for that reason, and also to try and get to know more people in the booktube community. And I just like the idea of creating something. So that's why I started this channel. Question number two is, what are some fun things I can bring to booktube? And I would say that, I don't know if it's unique or fun, but I'm a bit of a mood reader, so you can expect kind of a lot of stuff from every which way. I'm not going to be reading, except for one or two series, I'm not going to be reading like series in a row, because as much as I would like to, I'm so all over the place when it comes to like what I want to read. So you'll usually see me reading 6 different series at once. And I don't know how I can do it, but somehow I persevere. So I'll try and keep doing that because I do enjoy that. I also, really enjoy making sort of analysis of stories and stuff like that. So you can expect, I want to do more sort of long form video analysis kind of content versus just like straight up reviews or something like that. So you can expect more of that coming. Question number three is, what am I most excited for about this channel? And I would say so far I've really enjoyed the creative process behind it. It's not, groundbreaking, but I just like making something. It's something I think I've missed for a little while since kind of leaving school. I think I just kind of miss that aspect of it. I also do enjoy getting to know people in the community a bit more. I'm on a Discord right now with some other folks, and like, it's great. I don't participate too much, but when I do, I always have good interactions. So, it's been a good time so far in this community, and it's something I like about it. Question number four is, why do I love reading? And, I usually use it as a way to relax after work and kind of decompress. I really do have a harder time reading on vacation because I'm pretty much always just relaxed on vacation, and so like I find it hard to read versus just sit on my phone sometimes, which is okay. That's not like a bad thing to do. But yeah, I'd say I just really love it for the decompression, and also just to like, I really love fantasy because you just get to explore these different worlds, and you get to explore like very human emotions and themes through a different medium. And I think that's something that's usually pushed aside when it comes to talking about fantasy. I'm not saying everybody should read fantasy. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But, I really enjoy it. And that's why I love reading. Question number five is, what book or series got me into reading? And I would say Lord of the Rings, because for me, I had to finish reading Lord of the Rings before I could start anything else. But let me just jump ahead. It was definitely Mistborn. That's what kind of dropped me into this like crazy chasm of fantasy books by Brandon Sanderson, of course. And yeah, I loved it at the time. I'll go more into it later, but yeah, I would say Mistborn and Lord of the Rings, because, you know, that's what I grew up with, watching the movies. And then I finally read the books at the end of 2020, just to enjoy them. And I did really enjoy them, but to also kind of be like, for me personally, I'm not trying to say this in a gatekeeping way, just to like be like, okay, I read it. Now I can go on and enjoy all these other things. And again, I love Lord of the Rings, the books. So yeah, but Mistborn is definitely the book series that got me more into fantasy and into reading. Question number 6 is, what would you ask your favorite booktuber?
What's in the box? What's in the fucking box? Give me the gun.
Question number 7 is, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? So far, it's definitely been consistency. I have not been consistent in making videos, but, you know, also just trying to have fun with it and, you know, make videos I enjoy making. Like I'm liking this so far, so that's okay. But just not trying to put too much pressure on myself to make something that I don't really want to make, or anything like that. I don't want to get into the numbers or anything like that. I just kind of want to ignore that stuff. But, you know, it is, you know, it's fine to look at those, and I do definitely do that sometimes. But I just want to try to make stuff I enjoy. Question number 8 is, when did you start reading? Probably around 3 years old, but I definitely started to learn about the idea of enjoying reading in high school. This was senior year. I took a sci-fi class with Mr. Westenberger, and that's quite the name. And it was kind of like a blow-off class for a lot of people. I really enjoyed it, ended up enjoying it, but we read a lot of the classics like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Time Machine, 2001: A Space Odyssey, and usually would watch the movie or adaptation associated with it, which was kind of cool. And so that kind of got me into really enjoying what I was reading, because I kind of found something that I liked. And then college kind of got in the way. That was a lot of like history, political philosophy, political science stuff, and that just kind of turned me off to reading for a while. Or I thought, you know, I have to read, you know, these texts in order to like be considered reading after college. You know, I felt like I had to like learn academia, or, you know, be academic in my reading, which is not what needs to happen. So yeah, I would say high school, but also at the end of 2020, 2021, like I said, with Mistborn and Lord of the Rings, that's when I kind of got into reading more, and has led to me buying way too many books. So yeah, question number 9 is, where do I read? It's usually in bed at night, but that's mostly during the weekdays. On the weekends, I tend to read on the couch, or try and read outside. But luckily my wife has gotten more into reading, so there's been a lot more time spent reading, which has been great. So thank you. I love you, Abby. Question number 10 is, what type of books do I like to read? And I would say, you know, probably have noticed by now, sci-fi and fantasy, usually like epic fantasy, but recently I've been more in the mood to read kind of, not lower grade, just like lower grade magic systems, kind of more grounded in a lot of ways, but in, you know, a bit more traditional tropes, but with a modern voice. So, you know, that can range from like 90s, 80s, even to now. But yeah, that's kind of the stuff I like to read mostly. I do like historical fiction. I read Pillars of the Earth a few years ago and liked it. It took me like 5 months to read, or 6 months to read. But yeah, I want to get back into historical fiction at some point. But yeah, and, you know, science fiction, I've been reading quite a few sci-fi books this year. Started way too many series like, you know, Dune and Red Rising, and that Christopher Rocchio Sun Eater series. And I think I plan to start more, which is a huge mistake. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff I like to read. It's kind of more epic, but I can read really anything and be happy. So that's it for me today. I hope you learned something more about me. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you want. I'll be recording some more videos soon, so expect that soon. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you soon.